User story refinement, sometimes called backlog grooming, is one of the most important ongoing practices in Agile. Instead of treating user stories as one-time notes, refinement helps the team revisit, question, and polish them until they are ready for development. This process ensures the backlog is always in good health, organized, prioritized, and containing stories that can be picked up immediately in sprint planning. Well-refined stories reduce uncertainty, increase confidence, and ultimately improve delivery speed and quality. One important aspect is clarity refinement. Stories often start vague, like improve login security. Through refinement, the product owner and team discuss what improve actually means. Does it mean stronger passwords, two-factor authentication, or biometric login? The team rewrites the story into a user-focused format. As a returning user, I want to log in using two-factor authentication so that my account is more secure. By making the story concrete, everyone from developers to testers to business stakeholders shares the same understanding. Without this step, developers might build the wrong thing while thinking they are meeting the requirement. Another focus is acceptance criteria refinement. A clear story is good, but without specific acceptance criteria, there's no shared definition of done. Refinement sessions add detail like a code must be sent by SMS or email, login should fail if the code is incorrect, and users should have an option to resend the code. This detail prevents misunderstandings between the product owner and developers. For testers, acceptance criteria act like mini test cases. They know exactly what needs to be validated. Without them, a feature might technically work but not satisfy business needs. Equally important is splitting or sizing refinement. Large stories, often called epics, cannot be delivered in a single sprint. For example, build checkout process is just too big. In refinement, the team breaks it down into smaller independent parts like add shipping address form, add payment gateway, and show order summary. Each smaller story delivers tangible value and can be built, tested, and released incrementally. Splitting reduces risk, allows for better progress tracking, and ensures the team doesn't get stuck mid-sprint with unfinished work. Another refinement activity is estimation. Agile estimation is about relative effort, not precise hours. Teams often use story points or t-shirt sizes like small, medium, large, or extra large. For example, the team might estimate reset password as 3 points, while integrate payment gateway as 8 points. These estimates reflect complexity, effort, and potential risk. Estimation refinement happens collaboratively with developers, testers, and sometimes UX designers providing input. The process often uncovers hidden complexities. For instance, developers may realize that mobile notifications requires both iOS and Android implementations, making it larger than first assumed. Another dimension is priority refinement. The backlog can contain dozens or even hundreds of items, but the team can only build a handful per sprint. Priority refinement ensures the stories at the top of the backlog are the most valuable. A product owner might reorder stories so that mobile notifications is prioritized over dark mode because user feedback shows customers urgently want updates on their orders. This keeps development focused on customer needs and business goals instead of less impactful work. Closely related is dependency refinement. Dependencies are one of the biggest sources of delays in Agile. A story might depend on another team delivering an API, a vendor providing credentials, or the completion of a design mock-up. Refinement sessions help surface these dependencies early so they can be planned around. For instance, if the team knows they need the shipping service API from another team, they can either wait, mock it, or adjust the backlog order. By surfacing dependencies early, the team avoids mid-sprint blockers that cause frustration. There is also risk or feasibility refinement. Some stories look simple on paper but hide technical or business uncertainties. For example, enable augmented reality product preview may sound straightforward, but the team might not know if their current framework supports AR. During refinement, the team identifies these risks and may create spike stories, short experiments to gather information. A spike could involve testing different AR libraries or checking device compatibility. Addressing risks early helps the team make informed decisions instead of stumbling into roadblocks during development. Another key area is value refinement. Not every story is worth building, even if it's technically possible. Value refinement is about ensuring each story contributes to business goals or customer satisfaction. For example, a product owner might build a custom emoji picker if research shows users rarely use chat features. By constantly questioning value, teams avoid wasting time on nice-to-have features that don't impact customers. This discipline keeps the backlog lean and focused on outcomes, not outputs. Refinement also includes effort collaboration. Beyond estimation, refinement conversations often reveal ways to simplify work. Developers might point out that a feature can be implemented using an existing library instead of building from scratch. Testers might suggest edge cases that can be automated early. Designers might propose a simpler UX that still meets user needs. These conversations reduce effort while maintaining quality. This is why refinement works best when the whole team participates, not just the product owner and developers. The final element is a readiness check. Before a story can be considered ready for sprint planning, it must meet certain criteria: clear description, acceptance criteria, small enough to finish in one sprint, estimated, prioritized, and free from major risks or dependencies. Some teams use a definition of ready checklist to confirm this. Without readiness checks, sprint planning can drag on because stories need last-minute clarification. Ensuring readiness keeps planning efficient and execution smooth.